Hello, and welcome to another episode of Sam Reading Smut. Haunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. Where do I even start? So first of all, I got this book because it kept popping up on TikTok for me a few years ago of being this really popular book. Everyone liked it or seemed to love it. And I was like, what's it all about? So I decided to buy it with some Christmas money I got from my brother-in-law. And I regret it. I don't think I'm a dark romance girly, okay? I just don't think I am. I did not read the trigger warnings beforehand, so I'm gonna do it for you now so you do not make the same mistake I did, okay? It says important notice. It is important. None of these conspiracies derive from anti-Semitism or QAnon, but from my own demented imagination, common conspiracies in the media, and many occult horror movies my dad used to watch growing up. This book ends on a cliffhanger, which is true, it did. The contents are very dark with triggering situations, I would say, such as a non/dubbed con between the main characters, graphic violence, human trafficking, stalking, child trafficking, child sacrifice, mention of child death, and explicit sexual situations. There are also particular kinks such as gunplay, I don't even know how to say that, bondage, and degradation. This book was previously taken down due to the warning, but you can also find them in reviews on my website, or feel free to message me directly. Your mental health matters. It really does matter here, okay? I would say something that's not really mentioned too is there is sexual encounters without consent. And that's what really, truly bugged me about this book, is consent is very wibbly wobbly here. And I don't like that. I almost stopped reading it because of it, but I decided to keep going because I wanted to see what all the fuss was about, why so many people enjoy this book. And my conclusion is, which the author does talk about in the book a little bit, is that some people get turned on by fear. And I have learned I am not one of those people. I will say though, the book is very well written. She is a very talented author, but I hated it. I give this book a 0 out of 5, or 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. I hated it. I did not like it whatsoever. Maybe I would give it a 1 because the writing is really good. Like, she is a good writer. But that's all the grace I'm giving it. I hated it. But I will give you some context of the story since you are here, and if you stuck around so far after this and you want to know more, here it is for you, okay? Essentially, the main male character, I blocked out his name. I hated this book so much. You know what? You don't need to know his name. He's essentially a lot like the TV show's character Dexter, but instead of him killing serial killers, he kills human traffickers and pedophiles, which, like, I get. But it is very graphic. He does torture some of them. It's a lot. And the book starts with him walking by a bookstore. That's where he sees Adeline for the first time and becomes obsessed with her and stalks her. He stalks her. And that's what a lot of the book is about, is him stalking her. Even though, and this is where I have issues, if you're someone who has dedicated his life to finding and hunting down all these human traffickers and then helping the women who are victims of that, why would you then stalk a woman? Why? You are causing harm. Anyway, that's my rant. Adeline is an author, which I always kind of find it fun in books when the main character is an author. I don't know, that tickles my fancy a little bit. That is fun. And she just moved into her grandma's house. While you have the stalking going on, and then the relationship that comes from that, oddly, she finds in her grandma's house these letters of that her great-grandma wrote, and she finds out her great-grandma was murdered and also had a stalker. Kind of a cool thing of the book is you do get to read the letters along the way, which I think is a fun writing trope. Like I said, the author is very good. I would give the author writing style a 10 out of 10. I just hate this book with a fiery passion. While you get the stalking thing, you also get kind of a murder mystery thing going on. And the book does leave at a cliffhanger. If this is the type of book you like, I would go ahead and make sure you have the second book right away. I've decided I'm not going to read the second book. I will go look at a summary because I'm curious to see how it all ended, but not curious enough to read it, or at least buy it. Maybe I'll get it from the library if I feel like punishing myself, but I don't think so. I think I will just go find someone talking about it or read a summary. Because I think what really bugs me about this book is that the main male character, and how he stalks her, that's real. Like, women get into those real situations, and it's scary and it's horrifying. I don't like reading things about real monsters. I'm gonna stick with my monster smut where they're not real. And because of that, I'm not going to give a smut rating. It is very smutty. I did not even mark the pages like I normally do to tell you how many smut scenes there are. There is a significant amount, though, I will say that. But I'm not going to give it a smut rating. I can't condone the non-consensual sex that happens in some of them. So I'm just not going to do that. Sorry, but I will tell you it is very smutty. Have at it. If fear turns you on, this is the book for you. If you were on, if you had learned about it like me, read the content warning and really, really, really decide if that's something for you, okay? Because I can't come back from this now. I can't. And I could have stopped. I know I could have stopped, but I just wanted to see what people got out of it. And that's what I've learned. And this is why there is therapy. And if you like this book, good for you. Good for you. You have a much stronger constitution than I do. Until next time, happy reading.